Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Today's Monday the 26th, 27th, something like that. But I finally made it out to Tractor Supply to get a, let me grab it here, a tank drain for the air compressor. And then I also got a 1/4-inch die grinder. So somebody had commented, I can't remember who, but somebody had commented on questioning what the kick on and kick off will be using a die grinder on this air compressor. So that'll help. So my air tools are slowly but surely getting stocked up. So I need an air hammer or air chisel, and then a 3/8 air impact too. But let's get this tank drain put on, and then I also picked up some just a little bit of strap steel. This is a let's see, 3/16 by 1 inch wide piece of flat stock, and I'm gonna re-engineer this bracket here for the support bracket on this alternator. So we'll get that done today, and if we got time, maybe we'll just take a little ride on the Case SC here. But it's a pretty nice day out for the end of November. It's almost 60 degrees, so it's not going to happen a whole lot more. But let me get situated with this air compressor drain, and then we'll go from there.
Alright guys, well, we've got the tank drain in. As you can see, it's basically just a long elbow with an on-off valve. That's all it is. So let's go ahead and get this thing back on the ground, and we'll plug it in and see how it works.
Come up with a better way to secure this hose reel. Seems to be working pretty well. Starting to build up pressure, so while that's filling up, I'm gonna finish taking off the alternator on the case here. So okay guys, well, the compressor kicks off at about 160 or so, and holds steady at 150. So what we're gonna do, I've got the alternator off, and I've already started bending up the new bracket. I just took, see, this old piece of steel was just kind of a piece of scrap I had laying around. It's got a bunch of holes drilled in it and grinding marks and whatnot, so I'm going to make a new one here. I've already got it bent up to the same form, and I've got my two mount holes drilled, but I'm going to cut it off to the correct length, and then I have to take out a section of it because it hits the alternator. So I don't know if you guys can see how it's kind of ground out in this area, but that's the section I had to take out. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and we'll see how this new die grinder works and what kind of capacity we get on with the air compressor here. So let me get myself set up. And see if it'll stay there. Try out my new hose and fittings and everything, and we'll see what we got going on. Seems to work pretty good so far. Well, you can probably hear the air compressor kicked on, but let's see where we're at with pressure. I only used about 30 pounds, so it's not too bad. Just for fun, I want to see what this half-inch air impact, how well this works. Sure doesn't seem like it's got a lot of power. put a little bit more tool oil inside here, and it seems to be working a lot better. Probably just needed a little more oil. Alright, well, let me do some shaping on this. I want to clean up this edge, and then I'll have to take and do my notching for the alternator there. So let me do that and I'll get back with you. Alright guys, well, we've got our bracket made. It's ground about as nice as I can get it with just a bench grinder and a cutoff wheel or die grinder. So that's about as nice as we're going to be able to get it. But let's go ahead and start putting this back together. Now essentially, this will give you a little bit better view, but this bracket is going to go like this, and then the alternator, let me see if I can put the camera in here. So it's going to go like this, and the alternator will mount between here, so that this bracket will prevent the alternator from pulling in on the front side when I try to put tension on the belt. So that's kind of the end goal of this bracket. That way I can get a lot more tension on the belt. So let's go ahead and get that installed, and we'll see what we look like. Alright guys, we got the alternator mounted back on. I had to kind of bend this bracket just to make it fit perfectly, but we're on there now, and I think we're gonna take it for a ride and see how it works. So let's fire it up. I already got the gas turned on, and then we'll back it out of the garage and go for a short ride. Definitely probably be the last one of the year. Cold-blooded. idled it down too low. If we can do it again here. Get the temperature up a little bit here to see if it holds steady at operating temperature. I suppose I probably should have checked to see how much gas was in this thing. I never even looked. I'm gonna get this thing put away, and seems like it's running pretty good. The temperature is staying right around 150, 160, so that's good. But it is 60 degrees, 55 degrees, so it's a little bit cooler than in the summertime. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm sure happy to have you guys watching all the time and wrench with me, so appreciate it. As always, stay tuned for more, and we might be bringing you some more surprises here in the future, so in the near future, and possibly another giveaway too. So take care, guys.